you may remember our QX56 film where we went down to Nissan's proving grounds in Arizona. I'd love to say that I came up with the idea to make a 6,000-pound truck fly, but sadly it was this man. Took us out to kind of like the back area around the track and said, if you see that bump over there and you hit it maybe 40, 50 miles an hour, something very interesting will happen. Mr. Betts.
It's nice to see you again.
Always a pleasure. So Pathfinder, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we chatted with Shiro a couple months ago about the new Pathfinder. You know how he gets very excited about design and all that kind of stuff. Then he says, we're moving away from body on frame, going to unibody. Let's just say I have gotten hit with a barrage of comments. Generally not positive. What's the story?
Well, we understand. You know, we knew that the customer may not accept this. We've lost so much weight and we've gained so much fuel economy because of it.
Did you lose weight or the car lose weight?
I'm still the same, but the car lost a lot of weight. This is to get you to the trailhead or to tow your boat or to go tow your pop-up camper to the campground. If you need to go off-roading seriously, go buy an Xterra. Don't buy the Pathfinder. The Pathfinder is for families now, for a little less rugged use, but it's still as capable as it needs to be to get us up here.
In a sea of cow I can see you picked out a lovely place. You take me to the finest place.
Well, you know, I thought, where would MotoMan like to go? So here we are.
What are you trying to say? I'm a bullshitter?
Maybe. Or wait, yes I am.
So after doing a little research, I found out the Pathfinder tows 5,000 pounds, but it's got a CVT transmission. So how does a CVT with a belt like this tow a 5,000-pound boat? It doesn't have a belt like this. It has a chain like this. This is what gives it the extra rating, but also makes the transmission a hell of a lot stronger. I think the Explorer was kind of the first big test, because the Blazer went away and Chevy did something different. They said, we're going to put a different name on this different mission.
Right.
The Explorer, that was the first one where there was an invested, huge community of devotees that were like, you're doing what? You're doing what with my Explorer? But if you look at the sales charts, the thing is just rocking it. It sells like they can't build enough.
I know, it's because the customer's changed. The customer's focus is more on, I need really good fuel economy, I need to take 7 people with me, and I would really like to be able to go drive out to the trailhead and go on a hike.
And do you think it's because of gas prices, or do you think it's just that person has gotten older?
I think it's both. I think, you know, as you
know.
know...
Speaking to a grandfather here. Right?
I know, especially. I really do know. But, you know, this has a nice ride. You know, the first Pathfinder, it didn't ride that nice. I think people now want a more comfortable ride.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is with the technology we have, you can have this nice comfortable ride and you can still get out to where you want to go, and you get good fuel economy, and you can take a load of people with you.
So if it's unibody, then really this is based off of a transversely mounted front-wheel drive car platform.
That's correct.
So then wouldn't it stand to reason that it would be all-wheel drive, not four-wheel drive?
You know, we actually lock the rear axle.
You have a transfer case in it?
It's not a transfer case, it's a coupler. And the coupler is bolted right to the diff. And inside of that is just viscous clutches. And we just apply power to it, lock the clutches. So we're actually locking the rear axle.
So you're splitting the power 50-50 front rear.
50-50.
You know, interesting thing, I did a little research on this. I didn't know that the Pathfinder already went to unibody in one generation.
It did.
So now why was that?
I think they were trying to change the direction of it back then too, but there was so much backlash from it, and it wasn't doing what we wanted it to do. So then in the next generation, we went back to body on frame.
Well, did the unibody version sell?
It sold pretty well, but not as well as the next generation that was body on frame.
Yeah, and that was V8, that one.
Well, we
third generation.
We had both. We had V6 and V8 in that. You know, part of that was back then, gas didn't cost anything. Nobody cared how much gas cost.
That's true.
So this vehicle lost 500 pounds from the last one. Lost
500 pounds?
500 pounds. We lost 100 pounds out of the engine. We lost 33 pounds out of the CVT. So we lost 16 pounds out of just audio and different kind of electronic components.
How do you take 16 pounds out of audio?
Everything has a module now. And these modules don't weigh very much, but if you put enough of them together, they weigh a lot. So what we did is we pretty much integrated all the modules into one and put it in the center stack of the car. And that everything runs off of that. And that saved a lot of weight.
You guys invented this segment. If you really think about it, 25 years ago, there was nothing like this. And you defined it with an off-road vehicle. It's kind of changing.
It has, it's changed a lot. My hair okay?
Looks beautiful.
Thanks.
Looks stunning as always. Now that's a belt. Ladies love me, girls adore me, even the ones that never saw me.
I want to rock right now. I'm internationally known to rock the microphone.
Okay.